Do you have a dirty little secret? Welcome to the club.
And you're all invited.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We're handing out memberships, free of charge.
Step up to the VIP line and let Dayna and Brimstone take you on a weekly ride of secrets and debauchery.
Now buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get heated on the Dirty Little Secrets Club. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Dirty Little Secrets Club. We are your hosts.
I'm Dayna Pereira.
And this is Brimstone, and it's going to be an amazing episode. We've got some awesome dirty little secrets. See, Day, I was going to ask you why it's going to be so amazing, but every time I do it, you're like, you already know why it's going to be amazing, Brim. So I was like, I'm just going to say we got lots of really good stuff and things here. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I really hope that people don't come on to our show expecting us to not have an epic episode. I think that they already come knowing we're going to have some good shit.
I tip my hat to thee, and I hope that we're gonna have some epic things today. Though we should, because you are Dayna and I am Brim. So let us proceed with this wonderful gathering of content that has come to us via the interwebs.
That it did. And again, if you are one of the people that have sent in a dirty little secret at thedirtylittlesecretsclub.com anonymously, thank you so much. If we get to, we're trying to get to as many as we can, but we do 4 secrets a show. So keep your fingers and toes crossed. It still might come up in the future, but keep sending it in even. Double try, triple try.
And if you have 2 wieners, cross them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sword fight with your own wieners.
That's right. Or big lips. You know what I mean? Just tie them. Do your lips hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Oh, I shouldn't be saying that's kind of messed up.
That sounds painful.
But it is. It is a fact of life. There are guys with 2 wieners. There are women with wieners and a vagina. There's, what do you call it? There are women with very long vagina labia lips. You know what I mean?
Long, really long like labes. To see a guy with 2 wieners. There's a guy with 2 wieners?
Yeah, like, where have you been? I mean, there's so many different things that I'm sure there are guys with more than two wieners.
I'm gonna have to Google 2 wieners and see what this looks like.
Google
because
it.
I am curious what a threesome with that guy would look like.
I don't want to think about that, Dayna. I don't want to think about it, Dayna. But what do you call it? People that are. I mean, one of them might not necessarily be able to work. I don't know what the logistics are. But hey, I mean, at the end of the day, there are people with 2.
You never know. Maybe you're one of the lucky ones. You get 2 working wieners.
Oh, I would be in freaking heaven or hell. I don't know.
That feels like maybe it's like one of those circumstances where it's too much of a good thing, you know?
Maybe. Because then, it's like, first of all, I don't know what woman would be excited about that. They'd look at it and be like scared crapless. I gotta believe. Believe. And then, at the end of the day, you got to finish off both of them because, you know what I mean? Both of them might be, if they're both working, right? If they're both working, then both of them have to have some kind of release for you to feel that extra release, right?
I'm going to go ahead and tap out already of the 2 wieners because I don't want to put in that much work.
All right. Well, then that's fine by me. You just brought it up, so I was continuing the conversation.
I'm out. If you've got 2 wieners, I'm out.
I don't want to know. I'm afraid to look it up on Google because I don't know what kind of crap is going to freaking come through. You know what I mean? You know what? You could probably look it up on like Ripley's Believe It or Not, something like that. Probably.
Guinness Book of World Records.
Believe it or not, he had 2 peckers. Believe it or not, he did this woman in the front and the back all at the same time. Believe it or not,
it's magic.
Oh my God. It's magic. Oh, goodness gracious. Do you want to start? I think it's your turn to start.
It is. I would love to.
Okay.
Our first dirty little secret today says, when I was a teenager, my sister started dating the guy I liked.
Oh.
And she knew, but she had to have everything I liked. Always a competition. Still is.
Oh, I had those sisters before. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding. Danielle's gonna get mad at me. She yelled at me last week because I was going thinking I was talking to somebody out there. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I was just like having fun,
Love
and
to the
I
fans.
got
Just giving love to the fans.
I got yelled at. So anyway, all right, proceed.
Okay, it says, anyways, I was devastated and completely heartbroken. After a few weeks of her flaunting him around, I decided to get some revenge. I bought a pregnancy test, peed on it, and put the packaging and test right on the top of the trash can in her bathroom. My very religious parents found it and grounded her and forced her to end the relationship. She wasn't allowed to date again until she went to college.
But she probably was anyway. She seemed like a naughty girl. She sounds like a naughty girl. She wants to get it. She wants to get it. She wants to get it good. Get it good. I don't know. I think that's kind of messed up and funny at the same time.
It's so common for that like competition, like that sibling rivalry thing.
Right.
Luckily, my sister and I never had the same taste in dudes. Like the guys that she dated, I was like, no, thank you. And the guys that I dated, same thing. She was like, nope, not my type at all. So we never had to deal with that.
Interesting. Here's my thought at the end of the day of this. You did that to your sister, and then your parents saw it. They got mad. They did that, big mad, get it, the whole 9 yards. Haha, she's in trouble. But now the guy is banned from the house, and you have no shot at dating the guy now. So you kind of screwed yourself.
I don't think the goal was to date him. I think the goal was to make sure she didn't date him, in which case she accomplished that goal.
Fair enough. I mean, wow. See, how old did it say how old they were when that happened?
It just said teenagers.
Teenagers, yeah.
I was a teenager.
And then oh my God. Okay. But okay, when they peed on, they put the packaging test next. Okay. So then it must have come up. I'm assuming that it came up not pregnant.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, then I'd figure that they'd freak out and be like, "Oh my God!" and what are we doing with it? And So, wow.
Yeah, but just to even see a test, like if I walked into the bathroom and saw a pregnancy test, I would be like, okay, this means one, you're having sex, and very religious parents, I assume, are not okay with the whole doing the sex thing before marriage if they're that religious. So this was probably like, you're lucky she didn't end up in like nun school.
Can you imagine? That? Oh my God. Putting your sister in nun school because wow.
She was sent away to boarding school.
Wow.
Did you have competitions with your brothers?
First of all, I'm the good-looking one. No, I don't have. There is no competition.
It's not a competition.
There is no competition. That's first and foremost. Second of all, what do you call it? No. There was one girl that tried making her way. I think she had dated my stepbrother. And then I told you that story.
Yeah,
and
she
then,
worked her way through the family.
And then I screwed around with her. I never dated her. We just screwed around.
Yeah.
Not that anybody wants to hear that listening. But what do you call it? And then I think she tried getting with my younger brother, and I think she even tried getting with my father at one point, which was weird, just weird. And that was all her. But that was there was nothing more than that. You know what I mean? It was and it was one of my sister's friends. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So I don't know. I also think that she happened to have daddy issues. There was a lot of different things with that one. But
we all do. We all got our issues, man. We all got our issues.
It is what it is. What do you call it? I just think that if just like friends, if you are into someone, you let it be and let that other person, if you're into someone and a friend is into someone, you know what I mean? There's a code, you know what I mean? Like who was interested first, something like that, like there's got to be some kind of a code. I wouldn't.
So here, I agree with what you're saying. However, you're eliminating the choice from the third person because that person gets to say, like, but wait a minute, because I've had it happen to me where two guys that were friends were both into me, but I was
Mhm.
only into one of them. And then it was
Right.
like, bro code, we can't do it because my friend likes you. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? That leaves me screwed because I like you. And just because he likes me doesn't mean that I don't get to like you.
First of all, correct.
Mhm.
However, what do you call it? That you're not eliminating. The fact of the matter is what do you call it? One, the guy, if the one guy who you did like step back for a second, okay, and the other guy goes in and he shoots his shot, and you're like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Now, since nothing happened there, now you have an opportunity to, for the other guy to shoot his shot and then potentially get that shot.
No,
You
because
know what I mean?
dudes and females alike piss on somebody. They're like, "I saw him first. I like him. That one's mine." And then the other person has to
Oh,
be like, "Okay, I can't go near them," you know? But
okay. Well, for me, what do you call it? Like, if you're a friend of any kind, say and say I was dating someone, forget about, or married to someone or whatever. If it is disgusting and putrid, if I separate from that person for a
that's a
a
different
friend of
story.
mine to go after that, afterwards, I think that's the slimiest shit ever, and I think that's putrid, and they should
That
just fucking die.
well,
You know
I
what I
mean, I
mean?
wouldn't go that far. But yes,
No, no,
I
they
don't
should.
think
They
that
should.
they should not die.
They should. They
I
should die a hard, putrid death. It's awful. I would never, in a million years, I think it's disgusting.
I don't think that it is a great quality for somebody to go after a friend's ex if they've had a full-on relationship with them, but it doesn't sound like this girl had a relationship with him. She said, "My sister started dating the guy I liked." So she had a crush on a dude, then her sister also liked that dude. The dude obviously picked the sister, and then she got her grounded and forced to end the relationship by the pregnancy test.
Craziness. Absolutely craziness. I don't know. I'm just that type of thing, like, or somebody who is a friend, or at any given point in time, and then, like, or going after and then hitting on somebody who you are dating or who you are married to. That's
Mhm.
that's even fucking worse. That's fucking pickish and disgusting. And yes, they should die, and they should die an awful death, like fucking maggots eating out their eyeballs
I'm
and
putting
shit.
it out there that I disagree. I do not think that person should die. I don't think that they should
Death
die for it.
penalty
It's not a great quality to have, but people make mistakes all the time.
in that situation, you are the judge, jury, and executioner. And I will
Yeah.
fucking tell you, squaw.
Mm.
I will fucking done. That's it. I'm telling you, man.
And this is how you end up in prison and I don't.
Listen, it's okay. You can write me letters.
I'll
Stay in
write you, I
touch.
promise.
Thank you. Don't write me off. Make sure you write me. Listen, I'm hopefully that will not happen. But if it ever does, then yeah, sorry.
God.
I know a lot of people. I know a lot of backyards. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Watch this. The cops are going to be at my door tomorrow. So XYZ is missing. Do you have anything to do with this? No, I don't. I'm just being hypothetical.
Yeah.
Anyway, shall we proceed?
Allegedly. Yes, we should.
Okay. So the next writer says, I saw my dirtbag cousin walking into a cheap motel with some woman. I really liked his wife, so I anonymously ratted him out. I made my number private and asked a friend to grunt her husband's whereabouts into the phone. Turns out she went there and beat the shit out of him and was arrested for assault. Oops. Oh my God. And whoops. How? Wow. First of all, there's a whole lot
No
of
good
bad stuff
deed
going on
goes
there.
unpunished.
There's a whole lots of bad stuff up in there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
wow. And so she didn't beat the crap out of the girl. She beat the crap out of the guy.
Which she
Like,
should have. Yeah, that's the one that deserves it.
she shouldn't have beat the snot out of the woman.
No.
The woman's going, hello, come
Because she
see
has
me.
you
You know what I mean?
don't know for sure that the woman even knows that he's married or in a relationship or anything like that. We don't know that this woman knows of his wrongdoing, although you're in a motel. Let's assume. But no, yeah,
Yeah.
he's the one that definitely deserved the lashing. However, I mean, whoever this person that wrote in that's saying, "Whoops, not your fault. You can't control her actions. You just did what you needed to do."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do you call it? You really liked his wife, but how did you really like his wife? That's my other question. How did you really like the wife? Were you liking the wife? And where I thought it was going to go was, yeah, I really liked the wife. And then after he went, she found out, then I got to get with her. But you know what I mean? That's what I was expecting from that
Oh.
story.
Well, you can just be like, she's a really nice person, and I didn't want him to cheat on her. So I told her. I love it when you do that. You give me that look
Okay.
like, Dayna, I'm going to get closer and I'm going to look at you so that you know very clearly what I think right now.
It's the look. It's the look. That's it.
It
I don't
comes
have to say
across.
anything. And do we want to talk any more about this whole situation? What do you think?
I think it's one of those things, like I said, no good deed goes unpunished, right? Because you're like,
Right.
oh, I'm trying to do this right thing, but then she is in a situation where she absolutely loses her mind. And now she's, now she needs bail money. So I really hope that you bailed her out.
Yeah, they were probably no, I did not. I did not bail her out. Yeah, no, I doubt
Well, then she would
I
know
doubt
that
that
it
would
was
have
them that
happened.
anonymously called. If you bailed her out, then she would be like, oh, it was you. And
But if they bailed her out, he'd probably be trying to play the hero.
maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how he feels about her. That
Mm-hmm.
wasn't included in the details.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm doing
I know
again,
what
Dana?
Brim thinks about it because he looked at me. He gave me that look.
Oh, I'm still looking at you right now, Dana. I am looking at you. But they cannot see it on podcast side. So if you're watching the video, you see it.
Go check
Anyway,
it out on YouTube.
You want to go to the next one?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, I like this one because this one is about a secret that we had last week.
Oh, I like that.
Yes. So this one says about the guy that's afraid to ask his woman to eat his ass. ... I'm a woman.
I gotta, let me breathe for a second. I love the preface. Okay. Go.
Here's a sound bite for myself. I'm a woman and I love to eat a man's ass.
Okay. Go.
I love everything about it. The scent, the taste, the way I can make a man groan. And not a lot of women will do it. So it makes it kind of like my thing. LOL. It's what men remember me for.
um, wow. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. So you want to be known and remembered for licking
She's
assholes?
the ass eater.
The ass. Okay. Listen, ass eater. I appreciate the knowledge, and if there's ever a separation of my own, perhaps I will have to figure out why it's such a wonderful thing.
You're gonna get yourself in trouble again, Brim.
I'm not. First of all, Danielle knows me well enough to know that in a million years I don't want my ass licked. So
I am not intentionally giving myself swamp ass. That's the truth.
no, I mean, I will sit and I will service that ass all day long, but you're not gonna. No, I don't need anybody licking my ass. You know what I mean?
Oh my god!
No,
But you know what? Good for you that she has a niche.
I know, right? I know. She's like, yeah, I'm kicking it with the ass. You know what I mean? Like licking the anus, doing the rim jobs, doing the
Yep.
old rim jobs. Yeah, that's what I'm
And
talking about.
I mean, that is memorable, I would assume, because there probably aren't a lot of women out there that are like, please spread your ass cheeks and let me get in there.
No. Why'd you have to put it like that? This is true. There are not many women that are going to ask for that. But for some reason, like, there's somebody that I do know that, what do you call it? Apparently, he's gotten multiple people to lick his ass.
Wow.
So, like, I don't get it. I don't know why you'd want it. You know what? I think for a guy to ask to have a woman lick his ass like that, or to want them to, I think that's like a power move, or it means that you go both ways. You know what I mean? You might not know that you go both ways.
That. No.
No. That means that you're entertaining things going in your rear end.
But
right?
Having something
and it's
go
okay.
in your rear,
I'm fine with.
Having something go in your rear end doesn't make you gay. It doesn't.
If you're a female, but if you're a male, it certainly does.
No, it doesn't. A male having something inserted unless you're
gay
is not gay.
Okay.
It's not. You have to have like the feelings of being attracted to a man to be gay. Just because a woman could peg a man, that does not make him gay. You can lick a man's asshole. That does not make something going inside of your. That means that every time you go to the doctor and he sticks a finger in your asshole, that you're saying that they're all gay. They're not.
I'm gay for a day every freaking couple of years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The doctor sticks his right up in there. And you go, ah.
That's not what gay is. Gay is being attracted to somebody of the same gender.
Listen, I'm just trying to make content here, Dayna. I'm not serious. I'm not. Don't you know I'm not serious by now?
You should one today, know. Okay, I am argumentative today.
You know me better than that. I will listen. If I argue with you to the death, that's when I'm somewhat serious, but usually not even.
Yeah.
Not even. I'm just so whatever. What do you call it? Yeah, but you're definitely gay. And no, listen. Okay, how about bi? Will you at least be like bi-curious? Will you go for that bi-curious?
No, because if a guy likes, if you're bi-curious, that you still have to have.
If a guy likes stuff in his ass.
No, you have to have a curiosity for that same gender. Like he would have to have a curiosity about a man, not about something being in his ass. Those are two very separate things.
Okay, but who do you know? You don't know what they're thinking about when it's in their ass.
You know but I'm not going to assume that they're wishing that it was a dude.
In the ass, okay.
In the ass.
I'm
all up in the ass.
Up in the ass. All right, I'm in the ass. Listen, you do whatever you want to do, boo boo. That's all good for you, do. I don't care. As long as you're gonna enjoy that ass licking, it's all good. I appreciate the fact that you like the ass licking. Listen, a good ass licking, I'm sure feels dynamite. I love to lick the ass. I'm perfectly fine with it. And and I've said it, it was so funny because we had a big argument about it on Grindhouse Radio years ago. And what do you call it? So Steve Zambo, who was one of our partners, he left the show maybe about a year and change ago. And but Zambo, agreed with me. He's like, yeah, eat the ass. Of course. Why not? Yeah, And I'm like, yeah, what guy, if a woman and you're attracted to the woman, bends over and says, I want you to eat my ass. What guy's going to be like, no. And then somebody else in the studio. So Greer was like, I will never eat a woman's ass. I'm like, you are a liar, sir. A liar and a liar. Seriously,
your
a liar.
Pants are on fire right
now.
Fire.
And I don't even have. I know he's dating Kim now. Not to talk about their relationship, but she's like my little sister, so I don't even want to think about him eating her ass. But I think she would in a million years. She's too vanilla to let him eat her fudge. You know what I mean? So yeah. I think that that's okay. I don't want to have to think about that. I love you.
Luckily,
both.
you don't,
Tom. I love you. What do you call it? But exactly. But but we were having that conversation though. I was like, you are like the only person I've ever met, the only male that has ever been like, I would not eat an ass. I'm like, okay, you, my friend, are a liar. And that was at that time he wasn't dating her. So it was like, it could be anybody. I was like, you're going to tell me Angelina Jolie just steps out of the shower, bends over and says, I want you to lick my ass. You're going to be like, no, you're going to be like, fuck yeah, I'm in like fucking Quinn. You serious? You're in. You're riding that shit like a Schwinn. You know what I mean? It's happening. Whether you want to or not, it's happening because you know what's going to happen afterwards. You know what I mean? So
you're what's it called when you're oiling the
you're lubricating the freaking machine.
there
You
you
know what I
go.
mean? That's it. It's it. You know, and if you do it right, and first of all, if it's clean, you're not worrying about any of that shit. What do you call it? But you know, at the end of the day, most women, I'd like to think, are very clean. You know what I mean? And especially if getting out of the shower, or you know, and if you're gonna do something like that, you're not eating an ass like right after they took a dump. You're doing it right after you get out of the shower. I would assume. I don't want to be. I might be very well
Some
mistaken
people might
because
like that.
people like the pumpkins and all that stuff.
Yeah,
That
sure. Mm-hmm.
however, you know, like eating a clean ass, there's nothing wrong with it. It's very delicate and sweet and delicious and it's good for you and good for your health, good for
I
your
have
sex
to
life.
imagine though, if there are women out there that are like, I would love to eat a dude's ass, and there are women that are like, not really my thing, that it's probably the opposite way too. There are probably dudes out there that are like, yeah, eating a girl's ass, not really my thing. It gets in my head. I don't like the idea of it. Just like some people like pickles and some people don't. You know, like it's all a matter of personal preference.
There's no sight more beautiful than you know in the world of sex than a woman bent over and in the right moments and everything is just there for your like a buffet. You know what I mean? It's just there. It's like a buffet of love. You know what I mean? You got the cheeks, you got the anus, you got the vagina, everything's there. The thighs, everything you want except for the face is right there. You know what I mean? You just stuff yourself with the buffet. Who the fuck is not going to eat the whole buffet?
I am titling this episode "Buffet of Love."
Fair enough, but you know, like seriously, who the fuck is going to be there like that and have an opportunity to explore everything because you're in the moment, you're doing a good job, and everything's being touched and rubbed, and you're going to tell me you're not going to go for it? You're out of your goddamn mind. You're a fool if that's the case. That's like going to the buffet and being like, all right, well, you know, I'm not going to eat the potatoes today. You know what I mean? Like, no, you sure as shit going to eat the potatoes. You're going to eat the potatoes and you're going to enjoy the potatoes. And then you're going to go back for seconds too. Why? Because the fucking potatoes are good. That's it. End of story.
At least maybe try the potatoes to see if you like them or not.
That's what I'm talking about. Right?
Give it a whirl.
You know, I mean, you know, like what a good, and it can't be too bad. You know what I mean? A good portion of people do it. You know what I mean? Well,
this is true.
The gay guys do because they got to lube it all up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know you gay guys out there. I know you guys, and they're all like, hell yeah, we do. Woo! My boys, or my girls, however you want to consider them. I love them. I've always been friends with the gay guys because I think they're fantastic. I think they're great, and they have no shame whatsoever.
I love it too. I love it too. Shame.
I when I was younger, I had worked at Petland Discounts, and what do you call it? And the one of the managers, because it was before I was a manager there. One of the managers was gay. His name was Bill. And he was one of the coolest dudes. And he would always try to like hit on me or flirt. He knew I wasn't gay and he knew I wasn't getting anywhere. But we'd always joke around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we had a cool relationship, you know, and because I know what I'm not gonna do, you know, and he knew I wasn't gonna do anything. But we were open and talking. And I guess at one point I said I was curious. I was like, so, you know, I know you guys, you know, do this. Like, how do you know? Like, how do you? I mean, I'm just curious because I guess at that time I've never had any experience with anal, you know, or anything. You know, I was young, and you know, and I got to tell you, I got a lesson in everything from cornholing to licking to you know, and you know, getting it. And I'm like, wow. Now, and then I said, does that work on women also?
Of course it does.
Like, son, I have no idea.
Right? Yeah.
But I'd like to assume. I was like, well, one day I'll let you know. I don't want ever, you know, I say fun stuff and stupid things on the show every once in a while, and I'm joking around. I don't want anybody to ever think that that's, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just joking. You know, I absolutely love everybody. Unless if you show me hate, that's the only way I'm going to hate on you. I love everybody. I don't care what your preferences are, what you do in the bedroom, out of the bedroom, your politics, any of that shit. I don't give a damn. I love you for who you are, and it will always be that way. And Dana, I think you're the same way.
Yeah, of course I am. Absolutely.
Except with a couple of things. I do know a couple of things that you don't stand for. But we
I
won't
don't
talk
stand
about
for
that.
bigotry. I don't stand for people hating on other people. I'm not afraid
That's
to
true.
talk about that at all. I think that's fucked
true.
up, and I don't stand
That's
for
true.
that shit. No, thank you.
That's true. I have fun, and that's it. What do you call it? I can't think of any other way to live. I mean, why live with hatred, right? Why live with hatred?
Unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that do, but yes, I agree. I want people to be who they are, and I just want to love and support and uplift people. I am not trying to use my beliefs to hold anybody else down because that
True.
is not my job.
Anyways, what do you call it? We've got one more.
We
Now that we
do.
went on a tangent. All right. So this one says, my husband doesn't know, but I totally busted him in the car, picking his nose and eating it. Ah! It's all on the Ring doorbell. He does it often. I am so grossed out by it. I can't even bring myself to kiss him. This might be the sole reason we end up divorced. Wow, someone's a little salty. See what I did there? That was clever. Every once in a
What
while,
a slime ball.
Oh, that was a good one too. Oh my God, he's a little dirty.
That
Wow.
is I would have a hard time with that also. Like if I don't
I could never, ever, ever eat my own schnapps. It's gross as hell when I have to, and I taste it, like, no, I can do without that. I don't know who or why or how or why people do. I guess when they were kids, they were never taught not to do that, or I don't know what the situation is.
Yeah, that's that is really, really rough for me to think of it because it's like you're eating your own waste. You might as well put a turd in your mouth, like it's just
Some people do.
I know. And that's the thing is that there are people because there are also people that, how, what is it? Cilantro. Some people, it tastes like soap in their mouth. Some people really like cilantro.
Right.
There's like a chemical thing going on with some people that this stuff tastes good to them. Whereas to a lot of other people, no, thank you, disgusting, it's gross. So that, oof, yeah, I don't know if Joe if I caught him on the doorbell, fucking digging for gold and swallowing it,
no, good.
I don't think we wouldn't be kissing at least. We would probably still do the sex, but with no kissing. like Pretty Woman.
We'd still do the sex.
No, well, Pretty Woman that bedroom.
What if he had you? What if he had you bent over and picked his nose, left a few on your ass, and then licked them off like bumps? I don't like bumps. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Blah.
Oh
no,
my gosh, it's like you're married to a freaking golden retriever.
There's gold in them there hills. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah. No. Like, no, I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, I was like, "What is this?" Because there were kids that used to eat their boogers.
Totally.
I was like, "Why? Why?" And I had like a schnot, and I went like, and I was like, "Oh!" I almost puked, and I would never ever in a million years do it again. Same thing when I was younger. What do you call it? I told my it's not my mother and him never got married. He was kind of like my stepfather at the time. Turned out to be a piece of shit, but he'd smoked, and I used to do the whole thing, smoke is no joke, and blah blah blah, and I said, all right, fine, well, if you're gonna smoke, if it's good enough for you, then it's good enough for me. So I took a cigarette and I put it in my mouth, and what do you call it? And he went, okay, and he lit the thing, and I went, and that was the last time I ever put a cigarette in my mouth. And I was like, that's fucking disgusting. But yeah, like I did it young, so that's why I'm not into that.
Well, and there are tons of children that do that. And they grow out of it. That is not something that continues through, adulthood typically.
Right.
But yeah, the I get people picking their nose. I get it. Everybody picks their nose. And nobody picks it and eats it though. I even get a tissue. I'll get a tissue on my finger and pick it out.
Yeah. I'll pick the stuff out, but like I'm not eating it.
No,
no,
that is not a snack. That is not a snack.
I'm kidding. I didn't say eat it. I said flick it.
Oh,
flick. Like if you're in the car, you got a hard one going on, you pull it out and blink right out the window. Hopefully a car is driving by. Another car's driving by, get it right on the window. You're like 10 points. You know what I mean?
I think that deserves 100 points.
Listen. That'd be awesome. I don't know. I don't think I've ever hit it like that, but I would love to at one point and be like, I did that. Yeah. Anyway, that's about all the time we have, guys. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you so very much for tuning in every single week. What do you call it? What do we always want them to do? We want them to rate, review, subscribe.
Yes.
5 stars only.
All the calls to action. 5 stars is all we're accepting at this time. So if you were thinking of doing anything else, it's unavailable.
So just 5 stars. Maybe or maybe not. Maybe you'll get some thirst pics from Dayna. I don't know. Maybe you'll get a thirst pic from me. I did a great photo shoot last night. I just gotta say, a really cool one. It was nice. I'm really excited to see
feeling
these pictures.
Yourself.
Listen. I normally don't. You know that. I'm always down on myself, but I gotta tell you, I'm thinking good things for this photo shoot.
I like it. Good.
I'm thinking good things. Good things for this photo shoot. Anyway, as Dayna always says, what's the one rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club?
Yes, the first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is to tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Absolutely. We love you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah. We'll see you guys next week.
Think we want something from you, you got another thing coming.